Grab the loot. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 1, the premiere episode of Grab the Loot. My name is Colm and I can't do this alone. I need the very best with me. And who do I have? I have no other than Essay.
Hey everybody, I'm Essay. This is our brand new show. Welcome.
I know, and people are wondering like, why are they here right now? What are they gonna see? Why are we standing in front of this? Well, I guess it's not green to them.
No, it's a magical screen.
It's a magic screen. Magic screen.
Tons of stuff will be back here.
And it's very hard. We have a monitor here too, which I'm trying so hard not to look at myself. It's incredibly hard, but I'm doing it.
I know.
I'm not going to do it.
I already did it.
But no, this show, Grab the Loot, we're going to focus on the things that we like, pretty much. We like video games, we like movies, we like TV, and then there's always
tech. There's always, Apple announcements, Android announcements, whatever it is that we are interested in. We want to bring it to you. We want to show it to you. We want to give you our opinions on it.
And why are we doing this? We were talking and we were saying, you know what? We enjoyed shows. I mean, we can throw it out. We love Totally Rad Show. Yep. I'm going to even throw it. We love the Destructoid Show, which now just ended. Those type of shows are going away, and we there's a void missing. Yeah. So we had to come together and
we want to fill it.
Yeah, we want to fill it. We want to bring that content that we enjoy. Yep. So we hope you like it. We'll probably be on iTunes soon. The website, the Twitter, and all that stuff will get you that information. So this is the first episode, so stay with us.
Yes.
It's going to be evolving.
Yes, it will.
Video games.
So today we're talking about Kingdom Hearts Remix 1.5. Game created by Square Enix and Disney Interactive, and it was a game originally released back in 2002 for the PlayStation 2. This game is a mixture between Final Fantasy and Disney and just smashes it together in all the great pieces, and it is a great game. I played the original the first game when it came out back in 2002. Loved it.
Did you?
Yeah, I played it. I loved it, and I just couldn't believe that they're remixing this thing because there's just so many other games that were only brought out in other countries like Japan that we couldn't play here. Some games that were just on the Game Boy Advance. Some games that were just spread across multiple systems, and it's just a great game that a lot of people have loved. Colm has had the pleasure of playing. And we want to ask you, what you thought about this game. What is it that
someone who's never played a Kingdom Hearts game?
Yeah, that is true. He is a huge Disney fan.
Yeah, who would have thought?
But not a Kingdom Hearts fan apparently,
and a Final Fantasy fan. Yeah. You would think this would be the perfect.
I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand what he was waiting for. But.
Well, here's the thing. You and I both attended PAX in Boston, and we were there in March, and we had a special with. It was Square. Square, yeah. Because we got brought in. They sat us down, and you were already like sold on it. You were telling me like this is it. So you let me basically sit down with the controller to play it, and it had us in like a weird part of the game where we're underwater with Donald and
Donald Ariel.
It's actually pretty early on in this game, but yeah. I mean, this came out, so I immediately got it. It retails for $39.99. So I think for that price, especially since it's an old game, it'd be better if it were $19.99.
Right.
But $39.99 is definitely doable, and you know that. I mean, as gamers, we always look for the best deal. We know that price is going to drop soon. So if you can wait. But if you can't, go get it because I highly recommend it. So, what do I like about it? First of all, you have the thing that I didn't understand at the beginning is when you turn it on, there are 3 choices you have. Okay. It was Final Mix, Chain of Memories, and then the third one was called 358/2. Now, I'm assuming that if I just play Final Mix first, that should give me everything, and then the other 2 are just bonus. Because with all the games that we're playing, I mean, who's going to have time to play all this?
That's a lot.
So I went with that. First off, it looks beautiful. I mean, I pulled up on YouTube what it looked like in 2002 when you played it. And, I mean, it's standard PlayStation 2 graphics. It's the little jaggies are there. It's not as smooth. This is just smooth and crisp. It's beautiful. And like you said, I mean, it does a great job with the tutorial getting you into it. So people who are not familiar with the whole Japanese type of RPG style,
Right. JRPG.
Yeah, JRPG. It's very easy to, I guess, sit down with, and it's just completely just like Disney over the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that was my favorite part, and it's really great how it's introducing all of your, I guess, companions. That one of them was not a Disney character. The first one I got. Sora?
Sora, yeah. Sora's actually from, I believe, Final Fantasy VII, maybe? I mean, I could be wrong.
Shocker.
I'll put it up there.
Everyone loves
But
them.
it's a Final Fantasy character that, I mean, because they're both mixed in there. There's going to be tons of Disney and tons of the Final Fantasy universe brought together for this. So it's not just Disney, it's not just Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay.
So you will have a mixture of both sides.
Okay, and the weirdest thing, I don't know if this happened in the first game, like you start off in this room, and you basically get to pick if you want to be a warrior, a magician, or a guy with a shield. Is that what you had to do?
I don't
remember, okay.
2002, that was 11 years ago.
Which one do you think I picked?
The guy with the shield.
No!
The mage.
No! What? I went with a fighter.
I don't understand this guy.
Because I like the sword. It had a really cool Mickey symbol.
Oh, well, I was supposed to guess that because I saw the Mickey symbol on their sword.
So, yeah, I mean, it's one of those games, too. It's like you can sit down, relax at the end of the day, and pretty much go play. It's not turn-based. I assume that's how the other one was. It's more...
I would have thought it would have been more like the Final Fantasy style of turns where there's timers moving and
yes, it's like that.
Like it's constantly going, but it's a timer. So once it's your turn, you get to go.
Yeah, and you can
get to
move
pick what
yourself.
you're gonna miss. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's how it is. What else can I say about it? It has incredible music, and it seems to be like a mixture of Disney themes with Final Fantasy type themes.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy movies always been great. Obviously, Disney movies great, or Disney music is great. So I can't think.
Now, how many hours am I in on it? That's the question. Is it going to be one of those like Ni no Kunes where I'm going to be?
It's going to be a long game. I mean, it was a long game the first time I played through. I'm pretty sure I beat it. I remember only pieces of it, but but that game, it blew my mind back then.
Really?
I'm excited that there was the remix because the graphics we saw at PAX was outstanding.
Yeah,
it was awesome. Obviously, you have the game now. It just came out Tuesday, which is September 10th. So it was an amazing game then. So I'm glad to hear that it's a great game now. It's something that you're saying people should be buying.
Oh yeah, I think
that's good.
Yeah, I think if you're really into RPGs, or if you're a beginner, because like I said, the tutorial, it really like holds your hand, walking you through it.
What about age level? Like, is this for,
that's a great
kids,
question.
or is this a game for like our age?
I think if you're 7, 8 years old, that's where I would put it as like the minimum. And then for us, I mean, there's some times where I'm just like, okay, this is a little
kiddish.
Yeah, a little kiddish. But I mean, we both have kids, so we sort of like understand that whole thing now. I guess if we were. I mean, who knows? We probably have a lot of young guys in their 20s that don't really have kids and families yet, and they would really think it's kind of kiddish. But for us, we're involved in it every day, so it doesn't affect us.
That's around when I played it. I mean, if it was 12 years.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I was 23. I didn't have a kid.
What did you think? Did you think it back then? It was.
I don't remember that well, but I do believe that. I mean, I remember enjoying it very much. I would have thought, oh, this is kiddish, and I think I would have remembered that and. At no point did I. So.
But I mean, to compare it to Dota.
Yeah. Compared to that, might as well.
I mean, Dota is very complicated. I wouldn't say a 7 or 6 year old could sit down with that.
No.
I mean, we have a friend that is in his 30s that is pretty slow.
I mean, that game.
You know you are.
Learning curve.
Yeah, but I mean, there's nothing really a lot to say about it. I mean, it's. I like what Sony's doing, that they're bringing these old classics back. Mm-hmm. I would have to say, and I think a friend of the show, Clay, would say this too, is that I think it would be even better on the Vita.
Right.
Because it's really one of those games where you can just put in some time, put it down.
How is the like the save system? Is there, you gotta wait until you get to a certain point to save?
Wait, no.
Or is it just, I want to stop, let me hit save?
It took a while, you know what? It took a while to get to that point, but now since I'm doing it, I haven't like I've just been saving it where it's like action stops, so I know I can come back to it. Because that's some weird thing that I have where it has to be where something stopped and I'm not going to start something new.
Natural break.
Yeah, a natural break.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's automatic, because I know it did pop up and say, do you want to save? But I remember pressing start and being able to save one time.
Okay.
So yeah, I assume back in the PS2 days because they had really refined save systems in the last 11 years, so it's probably better now.
I think back in the day it was like an orb you'd like walk up to and then be able to save it only at those
That
points
seems like
when
a
you
Final
got to
Fantasy
it.
thing.
Yeah, but
but going back to that of what I said I like that they're bringing these old titles back.
Right. I mean, like the DuckTale ones that they're bringing,
which has gotten really
back.
terrible reviews right now.
Each.
The Mickey Mouse one I heard is pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but I like that they're doing that and giving another generation a part, or for people like us getting that nostalgia back, or people like me that didn't get it the first time around. Right. But then thinking about the price again at $39.99, yes, that's a budget price, but should it be like a $19.99? But I mean, if you're saying it's tons of hours.
I mean, it's a lot of hours as far as I remember, but it's also 3 games. It's not just one game.
Correct.
There is more than just the original game in here because it was a series that came out, and I believe they crammed a bunch of them right into that game.
Right.
So
yeah,
I would think that it would be worth the $40, and obviously it will get cheaper as time goes, and
it'll be $20 in 2 months.
So.
I'm telling you. Yeah, so that's really all I have to say about it. I think it's a definite buy for me. Or if you're cheap like us too, wait.
Yeah. We really like
20.
PC gaming because that's
so
cheap. So if you don't know about PC gaming, it's cheap. Console gaming is great. Don't get me wrong.
It's great.
Anytime we can, we're playing with a
GTA 5 only on a console. Terrible.
Well, we'll see.
I'm not getting it. Unless you send it.
Yes.
Movies.
So we're here at the movies, or at our home movies. We want to talk right now. We're huge fans of watching movies, and we do, I would say, the majority of our movies are watching either on our iPad or Apple TV on the computer. So we decided for today we're going to talk about a movie that's just come out on DVD, and that is Star Trek Into Darkness. This movie came out May 17th of 2013, directed by J.J. Abrams. It stars actors such as Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Simon Pegg, Zoe Saldana. How good am I at that?
That's pretty impressive.
That's pretty good, right? Yeah, so here we are. This is the 12th Star Trek movie. How about that?
Oh, wow.
You know that.
I just called it the second one because the original ones were great. But
Yes.
This is a whole new.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a whole new numbering system, in my opinion.
And what's interesting is that they've taken the first one and that J.J. Abrams did, and it's basically an alternate universe of those original movies. So he's able to still use those characters, but the whole storyline and the past, I guess, canon of that world is basically gone, and he's able to make this new storylines, but yet keeping the same type of themes, I think, because, I mean, are we doing spoilers?
I mean, we can throw spoilers.
Okay, spoilers. The thing that they're doing is, in Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan, we have Captain Kirk dealing with Khan. Now we jump forward 2013, and we're seeing Star Trek Into Darkness, which is the second one, and our main bad guy is Khan, which stars Benedict Cumberbatch. You like that too?
Sherlock.
He's
awesome.
Great show.
Should watch that.
And I hope he's in Star Wars. I'll just say that right now.
Yeah.
But he is our main villain, so we have the similarities there. The second movie in both of those. A different storyline altogether, though. He's more of I guess, a rebel type of. Against the whole Federation in a way. But yeah, it just came out and we both saw it, so we're going to talk about it right now. So what was your overall impression of the movie?
My impression of the movie was that this was just a cool sci-fi movie that you don't have to really be into Star Trek to like. And I think that's the big thing about these movies. I think that Abrams has made this genre not the only... only nerds like Star Trek.
Yeah,
only
right.
nerds like Star Wars. I feel like this is just a sci-fi movie that is almost likable by a larger audience. I think that some of the things obviously are shout-outs to the old movies and things like you were saying, that this is two is two basically. But I think that this movie I really liked it. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I think it was a good movie.
Yes, I agree.
I think that it was interesting. I like how the story would switch from is he a bad guy? Is he not a bad guy? Like, what's going on right now? I don't know. What's going on in this movie? Why is this person doing what they're doing? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh,
okay,
this makes more
sense.
sense to me. This
Right.
this movie is it's just kind of a what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next? Oh, okay. And then you think the movie is over, and then there's like, oh, it's not over. Let me extend it a little bit longer. But at the same time, it was still an interesting ending. It was still a.
It was.
It was still a because you feel like the movie ends at one point.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh, okay, it's over. And then you're like, oh, but there's another 20 minutes left.
Right.
And then you're like, continues on. And then it makes a second good ending, honestly.
True, and also sets up, I guess, the next movie in a way.
Yeah.
You know, and I agree with what you're saying. I thought it was a fun movie. I really
Right.
enjoyed watching it. I think the only thing I have to say, though, when I think about... The thing that makes me think about it is that I think about the movie that came before this.
Right.
And the movie that came before this was amazing.
Right.
I really enjoyed it. And I think this movie just did not live up to that one.
Right.
And it felt more like a long, like, television episode as opposed to,
Okay.
like, a grand movie.
Yeah,
And that was my only complaint.
I mean, I guess I see that. The first Star Trek movie that J.J. Abrams did was awesome. I mean, it was.
Yeah, it's
it
awesome.
was really impressive. It was different. It was different, but it was the same. Like you were really excited about what it was. This one was, yes, that. I mean, I guess I could see that, like a long TV episode
Yeah.
of what he previously
did. Like, it was nothing, like, too outstanding that what's happening. And then, I don't know what's going on with J.J. Abrams and the lens flare.
Yeah,
In this movie was outrageous with the lens flare. It was like every 5 seconds. Like, if this is going to carry on to Star Wars, I'm worried.
It's the Battlefield 3 fans.
Is that what it is?
Lens
Well,
flare.
I don't
You
get
can't see like half the stuff that's going on in Battlefield 3 because of lens flare.
Now, big news came out yesterday that J.J. Abrams has announced that he is leaving this franchise. And
Not leaving, he's producing this.
Oh, he is
He's
gonna
not
start
directing.
producing. Okay.
He's not directing the franchise.
he's not directing it because he's going to focus 100% on the next Star Wars, which is slated Episode 7 for 2015.
Right.
So, I'm a huge fan of this already. I mean, I'm concerned about who gets it in their hands. Now, there are rumors that his writing partner, Damon Lindelof,
Right.
from Lost, which
Right.
both of us were huge fans of, might take it over. And he wrote this, or co-wrote this last movie.
Okay.
So, and I think he had something to do with the first one as well. So that isn't terrible because he's familiar with it.
Right.
But it would be his first directorial debut.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So if Damon Lindelof takes over this movie, I think the theme will stay the same. I think the direction the movies are going in is the same. If they change directors, someone might want to put their own spin on the series and their own spin on the whole Star Trek universe,
Right.
and it could switch it. And I honestly think the path they're going in is a great path.
Yes.
I think that the mass appeal of it, like almost like a James Bond, where people like. I mean, because the James Bond movies appeal to a lot of people. It's not just the people that like spy movies or shooters and all this kind of stuff. So I think that this is like appeals to the mass like sci-fi audience. Like,
Right,
hey, this is our
right.
future utopia. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
So I
That's
think
perfect
if they
way to put
continue that path, I think it's great. I think if they switch directors, I mean, I'd be a little worried for the franchise, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with you. So if you haven't seen it yet, when it came out in the theater, it's now out on DVD. That's how we both saw it.
Yes.
And you probably pick it up at Redbox. Not on Netflix streaming yet, but you can get it on Netflix, the disc.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they want to talk to us.
Yeah.
But yeah, Star Trek Into Darkness. I definitely say it's a watch.
I agree. It's a watch. It's a fun movie. If you like the first one, don't get your hopes up, but
Right.
it's a good movie, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Right. Could have used more Simon Pegg, in my opinion.
Simon Pegg is awesome.
He's awesome.
So,
All right.
Questions.
So we're back with user questions. This is a segment in the show that we're going to do every now and then. Basically, we're going to tweet out an hour before the show, the day of the show, 5 minutes before the show, 20 seconds. And we're going to come to you guys out there, and you're going to send us a question. And if we like it, we're going to ask it. And you then we'll answer it?
yeah, then we'll have to answer the question.
would
We're
make
not just
more
going to read
sense.
your question and then not answer it. That doesn't make any sense.
So we have a question.
Oh, good.
Look at this.
Go figure how that works.
Android. No.
No.
Okay.
White iPhone.
White iPhone. All right, so we have a question from @TopZTs. He asks, culmination in an essay, do you think the harsh?
Harsh.
I don't think that's spelled right. Is that harsh? That's not. That's harsh.
Yeah, but he's Irish.
Oh.
That's what it says.
All right, yeah, you did. All right,
Could
do you
be
think the
an accent.
harsh policies we've seen Microsoft try with the Xbox One find their way back on the console before the end of its life cycle, and even with the 180, Do you think consumers are right for still holding a grudge against Microsoft for trying it in the first place? So, I mean, this is still, like, I'm going to put the phone down. I think this has created quite a controversy, especially because this is the first time, I think, in history that we've had two consoles launching in the same year.
Right.
So this has been a huge topic. I mean, we had E3, we had Microsoft come and say this, and then Sony said, oh, really? We're going to do this, and this. Xbox freaks out. They change basically everything they said. So
the 180 that it was spoken of.
Now, I have said what I'm going to get. But you are someone who is now, you're totally a PC gamer right now. You've been a console gamer in the past.
I've been a console gamer most of my life. PCs were basically for MMOs. But now this is the new debate. Do we get one? Do I get one? Do I get a PS4? Do I get an Xbox One?
Right.
Because I have switched so far into the PC zone, I guess. So what I know about this question is, do I get a PS4? Do I get an Xbox One? I'm usually a PC gamer, and I didn't know if I was going to. I don't know if I still am going to. I don't think I will, honestly. But to this specific question, the Xbox One dictating what was going to happen with like the check-ins, with the Kinect always having to be connected, just always on, and all those kind of type of deals really pissed a lot of people off. Luckily, Xbox came in, or Microsoft came in, and switched the rules around, did a 180 on a lot of these things, and it did appease a lot of people. You still have your PS4 fanboys that are like, well, forget them. They're not going to be. They're not gonna switch. They use that as fuel to push their PS4 agenda, which is fine. I personally believe the PS4 is going to be the better console in the end, because the Xbox One. I mean, honestly, I love the Xbox 360. It was the better console in my opinion. But the PS3 was a better console. It had better graphics. It had more technology built into it, but the games just weren't there. If this switches and the PS4 has all the games and the Xbox has the lesser games or just a couple of the games, just kind of like how the PS3 did, then the whole landscape can switch and change, and it'll be a better thing. But the user who wants to decide between the two, the person that's not going to buy both systems, he's really going to buy both systems. He absolutely will. He has a Wii U. Come on.
What's wrong with the Wii U? It's a Disney Infinity player.
Yeah. So we'll have to talk about that game too.
Yeah.
I think that this will hurt Microsoft. I think that the PS fanboys are going to beat the drum harder and say, hey, Sony is, they weren't the bad guys on all this. Microsoft was. Microsoft has stated this is going to be what it's going to be. This is how everything's going to go. Sony was like, you know what? This is your system. You guys do what you want to do with it. And I think that made a lot of people happy.
Yeah.
The TV portion of the Xbox One, I think, made a lot of some people happy, but barely anybody.
Guess what I found out?
What?
That's not going to work at launch.
What? The TV
None
portion?
of that stuff like they showed.
Wow.
Like, it's going to basically be able to pass through and you'll be able to hit watch live TV, but there's no integration really.
Oh, wow.
You're basically running apps over top of it like a smart TV would.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I just found that out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that is. I don't know. I think that Microsoft's going to be the lesser system in this situation. I think that they're going to probably sell less units, at least to start. I mean, Sony obviously has the Japanese audience.
Right.
The PS3 definitely won that audience. As far as I know, the Xbox won the American audience, the North American audience.
True.
But
Europeans are PS.
Oh, really? Okay, well, there you go. So I think that this will probably switch that even North America will probably be a PS4 area. So hopefully that means more exclusives. Hopefully that means better games.
Right.
I mean, that's what the game companies decide. They're like, okay, that console's better.
Yeah.
We'll give them an exclusive.
Now, what's going on though now is that if you really broke down launch window games,
but I think it would have been the smartest thing to possibly do, because what's the week going to get you? It's just going to get you somebody's going to buy PS4 and not buy the Xbox.
Yeah.
There's going to be that one person that can't wait 1 week.
Can't wait. They're just going to be like, I need to have the latest and greatest. Right?
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. I really think, I'm not going to say, like you just said, basically you think PS4 is just going to win out.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's going to definitely win this year.
Okay.
But as the system goes, like you said, it's going to depend on the exclusives and stuff like that. So we don't know. But yeah, my initial gut reaction is that what they did hurt them and put a negative taste or bad taste in everyone's mouth.
It put a bad taste in your mouth.
It did.
You had pre-ordered both.
I had it pre-ordered and I canceled that pre-order and I'm not going.
You are the exact example of what happened with that.
But you know what? The weird thing that pushed me over the edge was the whole thing that they said. You don't have to have the Kinect always on, even though before they said you did have it connected. So that makes me think, well, why won't there be a version that comes out where you won't have the Kinect in it? Because there's no chance I'm using that Kinect.
Right.
I had a Kinect. You know where it is right now? It's in Michael Manna's closet somewhere.
The Kinect.
Shout out.
Shout out. The Kinect is... Yeah.
Look, I just made him do work.
Yes, I hate work. No, but the Kinect's... I don't know, the PS Move, the Kinect, I don't know. This is the big thing. Nintendo did it correctly. They were like, this is our system. This is how we're going to build our system. These were afterthoughts for the Xbox and the PlayStation crowds.
Right.
So as far as I know, I know from experience that the Kinect was a good sensor. I mean, people love using that thing on computers and then doing incredible things with it. But in terms of gaming, nobody...
The dance game was the only game that ever worked.
Yeah, obviously the dance game would be a good Kinect game. The Wii bowling type games, the sports type games work for that. But then you still have the situation where you're trying to play a game and you're yelling at your system to do something. Yeah. And I'm not trying to wake everybody up by yelling at my thing, because I play games at night. Everybody's gone to bed. I mean, that's when both of us usually end up playing games, because we have.
Some people have mechanical keyboards. They're loud enough.
Clickety clacks.
Clickety clacks. Talking about you. Yeah. No, I think it's interesting. I mean, another thing I think that puts Sony ahead for me, and this is my last point, is that they have a handheld. And that handheld is rumored now to be like working together with that PS4, and Microsoft does not still to this day have like a Xbox Mini or whatever they would call it.
Yeah, I mean the Vita, which is what you're speaking of, is
it's cross-buys.
Yeah, it's a great system. I mean, everybody loves it. Shout out Clay, you love it. Colm over here loves it. The interaction between the PS4 and the Vita, I'm thinking that yes, it will have the interaction, but I also think that's not going to be like a launch thing. I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a delayed thing like that.
Because the rumor is it's going to work like that Shield thing. Where the Shield,
the NVIDIA Shield,
and it'll be able to stream your games that you have on a console.
I mean,
and if that happens, that's pretty exciting.
That's pretty. I mean, for people that don't know, the NVIDIA Shield is a Steam handheld gaming system, and it actually uses your PC to render the game and then displays it on your handheld via Wi-Fi. You can't obviously do it away from your house, which is a great thing, but that is what it's rumored that the rumor is for the Vita. And I think the technology is obviously different than what's already in the Vita, so I think it's going to have to be like a Vita 2.0 or something, because, I mean, unless there's an incredible ability for some huge software update in the Vita, I don't see how that's going to be on the current set Vita. It's going to be like the PS4 version.
Right. Well, we want to thank you at TopZTs for sending in that question. Remember, watch your Twitter and maybe we'll get on an actual schedule when we do this. I mean, Sunday works pretty good because we are just watching football usually, and we have to watch our terrible team just... Anyway.
I made him take off his Redskins shirt.
Yeah,
sorry.
We're
both fans, but...
They're terrible.
They're terrible.
But, so look for that on Twitter, and we'll answer your question on the next show.
Thanks everybody for watching this episode of Grab the Loot. We are going to have a YouTube channel that we're going to have the shows on. We're going to have be posted on iTunes eventually. GrabTheLoot.com, which will be our home and a place where we can interact. Maybe we'll have some kind of interaction in that sense. We'll have probably a Facebook page. We always have our Twitter. I'm SA51.
At Culmination.
And we're going to also have the Grab the Loot, at Grab the Loot Twitter.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, thank you so much for watching. We're really excited about bringing this to you guys, and give us some feedback, because we'd love to have something.
Yeah, I mean, this show it's going to evolve. It's going to change probably from episode to episode. We'll try to we have like a goal in mind, but we're okay with evolving.
Yeah, like we put a picture of Gandalf.
Yes.
Look, I just did it again. I hate him. Okay. So say goodbye.
All right. Take care, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and remember, grab the loot.
Grab it.
Grab the loot.